Everybody, good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
I'm glad to be here. So the title of my speech tonight is called Technicolor. And we're talking about who am I today? And we'll rewind it back. So for me, I felt like when I was younger, I was never the best student, I was never the worst student, I was always super average. I was very unremarkable, I didn't do a lot of exciting things or impressive things. And when I got into college, I took, you remember Wizard of Oz? And you know in the beginning it's all in black and white when Dorothy's in Kansas and her house gets blown away and she lands in Oz, and what happened? Everything is in Technicolor. And that was the very first Technicolor movie ever. And that Technicolor experience is how I felt when I took my very first voice and diction class in college, and everything opened up. I learned that my college had a radio station, I became DJ of the year somehow, and I promise you I was the worst DJ on earth. We had a radio station that literally my hairdryer is more powerful. It was 10 watts, nobody was listening, but I was just so passionate about it. And I felt like my life truly went from black and white to Technicolor. It had more context, it had more meaning. So fast forward to now, I'm in sales, so I do presentations for a living, but what I crave, I'm not the biggest fan of PowerPoint, but what I crave more than anything is the engagement, and I crave connection. And what I realize is that people in general, they want to feel like they've been seen. They want to feel like they've been understood. They want to feel like they've been heard. And in this very chaotic world that we live in, there's a lot of discord in the world. It's hard to meander through what that means. And what's happened when you consider that this world, we've become a world of numbers. Not numbers, but numbers. So when you consider the facts that America is considered the most obese in the nation, that people are self-medicating with food, with drugs, with alcohol, with love addiction, and everything is designed to get to the shortcut to not feel the pain. And it becomes a very vicious cycle that people are not feeling. So my answer to this is that, well, one thing is people are not taught how to cope anymore. They're taught how to take a pill. They're taught how to climb in a bottle, how to go to McDonald's and just eat their world away, just forget about it. And we're reinforced that too, where people tell us, just push through, don't worry about it, just keep on going, just march forward. Don't worry about it, just keep going. And that, I think, is the antithesis of what we need today. So, I have a two-part plan to help maybe make this world a little more palatable. The first one is to hit me with your best shot. So years ago, before I was married, I was single. I was like chronically single. And I was dating this guy. And we broke up. And it wasn't even that the guy was that great, but I was brought to my knees. And I got so angry with myself because I didn't realize, I didn't understand why this particular guy or scenario or whatever, and it wasn't an acrimonious thing, but it was like, I just couldn't, I never felt that kind of pain. I never felt that kind of emotional pain before, and I didn't know what to do. And I would just be upset and cry and just be mad. And I had a friend tell me, and this was pivotal in my life, I had a friend tell me, Allison, I'm going to give you 3 Xanax, and you can take that to feel a little better, but if you need more once that 3 is done, you get your own prescription. So that night, I took a Xanax, and it was awesome. I went right to sleep, and that was really nice to kind of fade away. But in the morning, I woke up, and I thought, ugh, this still sucks. I don't want to do this again. And I remember that moment was when I said, okay, so I got through the 3, Xanax, and I was like, if I still am going to have a problem in the morning, then I can't rely on this pill to help me get through it. I need to just push through and really feel the pain. So when I say hit me with your best shot, sometimes the best medicine that we can take is just to feel it and just to feel the pain so we can have clarity on the other side. Because if you numb the pain, you also numb the joy as well. And the second part is compassion before critique. And I feel like we are so quick to judge, we're so quick to the shortcut, we're so quick to get to the answer that we just make a snap judgment. That person is disposable. I don't need them in my life. Or they made a stupid judgment. I don't need them. But maybe there's some context behind it. Maybe there's some more compassion. So I want to turn that around for you of what would put you in Technicolor? What if somebody understood your story? What if somebody understood why, from the introvert that you feel, that what if somebody felt, and what if somebody saw you in a way where they understood that you get your energy from being alone, not because you don't want to be with people or that you're pushing them away. It's understanding the context of what makes people people, and all of us are like that. So I ask you, what if somebody asked you or understood or peeled the layers back and took you and understood from a compassion that most people will have a story that will break your heart. And then some people will bring you to your knees. And Brene Brown said that too. It's really hard to hate when you move close. So thank you for listening. I appreciate your time tonight. Thanks.